Hey friend, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ann Lazinski and I help women who are looking to break free of the corporate mold but still need to offer some financial support to their families, build businesses that allow them to still be present to their family and still bring in money to be able to support their family through systems and automations and building businesses that serve them and that they're not a slave to. I'm so excited that you're here today. Today we're going to be talking all about what the cost is of actually starting a business in 2023, what that looks like, the programs that I would recommend you starting with, and what the actual cost breakdown is for those programs. So let's get started. Alright, so you probably came to this video because you're curious of what the actual startup cost is for a business in 2023 to be able to help you either leave the corporate world, or perhaps you're a mom at home with your kiddos and you're just looking to make some extra side income and you're wondering what actually you would need to invest in to be able to make this thing kind of work. Alright, so I want to break down all of these different elements with you today, go through them one by one, kind of explain what each program is for, and allow you to see what you actually need to purchase while you're first getting started to go ahead and get this show on the road and hopefully start serving clients. And I do want to assure you it's probably not as much as you think, and hopefully once you bring on your first client, you're going to be able to offset this entire cost so you can start making a profit right away. All right, so let's break it down. When you're first getting started, you're going to need a way to be able to actually enter into agreements with people, so sending and receiving contracts. You also will probably want a way to kind of manage these people so you can see who you've worked with and kind of communicate with them and keep everything all in one place, send questionnaires and that sort of thing. All right, I recommend for this, we use a program called Dubsado, which allows you to send and receive contracts, send and receive questionnaires, keep everything organized and all in one place. And as you advance further in your business, it's going to allow you a lot more automation capabilities to be able to expand and grow with you. So Dubsado is a paid program, but I promise you that it's worth it to have that organization in your business right from the start. So Dubsado has two paid tiers, a lower paid tier and a higher paid tier. They also have a free trial of up to 3 clients, all right? And the best thing about this is that you can get into Dubsado, set everything up under that free trial because it has no time limit. And once you have set everything up, you can bring on 3 clients to hopefully have the actual money in your bank account to be able to pay for this going forward. If you're just starting out in your business and you don't really have a full-on business structure yet, or you're not really sure what services you're going to be offering or what that's going to look like, when you reach those 3 clients, you can go ahead and sign on for the lower tier, which is still going to allow you those invoicing and contracting to be able to have all of that in one place, all right? So this will take care of your contracts, your invoicing, and it will allow you to be able to send and receive questionnaires if you need to get more information from your client for any purpose. So Dubsado at the time of this filming is $20 for their lower tier per month or $40 for their higher tier per month. If you're just getting started, again, I encourage you to make use of that free trial, no time limit, get in there and hopefully bring on your first client before you even start paying for it. Or you can go ahead and just sign up for that lower tier that allows the contracting, the invoicing, the questionnaires to be able to send and receive from your client, all right? The next program that I would recommend you getting is an email list program. And this sounds really big and really scary, but you're going to want to start an email list as soon as possible because when we start an email list, we're able to compile all of our people together. We're able to reach those people very easily. And when we're emailing people, it's more likely that they're going to read what we have to say and pay attention than if we were actually posting something in a Facebook group, all right? Now, there are some stipulations about this. You're going to want to look into the privacy laws that you need to follow, namely GDPR and some laws from California. Mainly, this just means you need to get consent for people to be on your email list, and that's a whole nother video, but definitely go ahead and check that out. There's tons of resources out there for that. But you're going to want some sort of software to be able to do this. And I recommend for you to do MailerLite because MailerLite allows you to start building a list for free, and you'll have a set number that you'll be able to actually go in and have on your list before you are required to actually pay for it. And this is a great way to get started, get that ball rolling, and it's of no cost to you to be able to get on their free plan and start putting people into the system. And should you decide later on that MailerLite is not for you and you would like to use a different program, you can go ahead and do that as well very easily by moving the list over to another program by exporting and importing it. So you're not stuck with MailerLite, but I encourage you to get started, get in there, learn kind of how it works, because this is going to allow you to communicate with people, to build that list of hopefully potential buyers, and to be able to get started right away on that. The next tool I encourage you to have is Canva. So Canva is a beautiful graphics creation tool where you can very easily start to curate graphics for your social media, and you're able to go ahead and start putting the message out there for your business very easily. And by using their pre-made templates, it makes it seamless where you can start offering value, start making posts on your social media, start being consistent with that as well. Canva has a free version, so there's no obligation to pay right away for this either. And you can go ahead and just get started with Canva. And then in the future, as you progress and as you hopefully get a client or two, you can upgrade to their paid version, which allows you access to many more templates, many more images, and a lot more capabilities as well. The next thing that I encourage you to start off with right away is your website. So websites, even if they're super simple, I encourage you to have this as one of your very first investments because this is going to allow you to stand out from the people who don't want to put in this effort. And because you have a website, it's going to make you look more professional, it's going to show that you are invested in your business, and it's going to give you an edge over your competition, especially those people who are just getting started, that you're serious about this business and you're willing to actually invest in yourself to be able to have this website up and running, and that it's not a free Wix site or WordPress site or anything. I encourage you to make this the very first thing you get. Even if you pay for nothing else on this list, I encourage you to get this set up right away. All right, so for the website, you can go ahead and get this set up fairly easily and fairly cheaply. Personally, for me, I use WordPress, so wordpress.org, not .com. And the way I have it set up is I use the hosting provider of Namecheap. So Namecheap allows me to purchase a domain roughly for about $10 per year, depending on the domain you want. Sometimes the domain you might want might be taken or might be very expensive, but thinking of different variations of that domain name can allow you to have a domain for about $10 a year, which is not a huge investment. On top of that, with my Namecheap, I also use a program called Easy WordPress, which is Namecheap's version of allowing you to put stuff onto WordPress. So that is about $13 a month. So again, not super expensive there, but it allows you to easily get your domain hooked up with WordPress so you can start working with WordPress to easily design there. So WordPress is unique in the fact that you will also need to pay for an additional design tool. Personally, I use Elementor, which has a free version, so you don't need to pay anything extra. I personally use the paid version because there are a few different features on there that I've needed for my site. But if you're just getting started, the free version of Elementor should get you up and running fairly quickly. All right? One final thing that I encourage you to start looking at, start learning more about, is a task management system. So I'm talking about ClickUp or Asana or Trello. So these things are fairly robust in their free versions, so you can start playing around with them at no additional cost to you and getting your processes set up in them as well. All right? And then finally, the last thing that I encourage you to do is if you are going to be offering services in any particular program. So let's say you want to offer Dubsado services. You will need to pay for Dubsado and their top tier so that you can get in there and start playing around and setting up your own account. If you want to offer ClickUp services, you will need to pay for ClickUp so that you can learn all of the ins and outs and apply it to your own business so that you can learn it for your clients. If you're going to offer graphic design or social media curation, you're going to want to pay for Canva so that you can make those designs without any real limitations, right? So whatever services and programs you're going to be offering in your services, you're going to want to get experience with them. And so if you need to pay for that program, that will be another monthly expense for you. But as you get in there and as you get more proficient, you'll hopefully bring in more and more clients to offset those monthly costs. So all of these things that I've listed out in this video will cost you roughly this much per month to be able to get started with your business. But I promise you, if you price yourself appropriately and you bring on one client to start bringing in income, this is going to be so much easier and your costs are going to be fairly low until you get a little bit more advanced and you're playing around with a lot bigger things, all right? So as you're getting started, you shouldn't need to invest in Facebook ads. You shouldn't need to invest in a big website or brand designer. You shouldn't need to make huge $1,000 investments as you're starting out. But as you start getting more involved and as you start bringing in more clients, you'll start to ask yourself what things can you improve to hopefully make yourself look more professional, to hopefully help bring in your ideal clients, and to build a business that is going to serve you and serve your clients well. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you would like a PDF of all of these listed out specifically for you, you can go ahead and grab that in the description below. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you have not yet, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, stick around because I have so much more that I would love to share with you about building your business as we go forward. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you again in my next video.